Hey there, horror fans. Welcome back to another spine-tingling episode of the Explore With Tao vlog. Today we're deep diving into the twisted world of Freddy Kreuger as we explore the iconic horror film, A Nightmare on Elm Street 4: Dream Master. This is where Dan would have parked his truck going into the Crave Inn, but today it's known as the Cafe Laurent. Now I'm not quite sure the logistics of why this building won't exist anymore, but I did talk to one of the owners a few days ago, and the next couple days this will be closed down because the property has been sold to another buyer. So I don't quite know what's going to end up happening to the building, but I do know that we are going to go in today and sit down and have a sandwich or something to eat in the Crave Inn, filming location from A Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Joining me today, I got my friend Todd, all the way from Indiana, huge Nightmare on Elm Street fan. He actually has a Nightmare on Elm Street tattoo he just finished. You want to share, Todd?
Don't mind the scab,
yeah.
But
man, look at that.
It's still fresh.
That's nice. Still fresh. You got it last week?
The second part was like about a week ago.
Yeah. So we're gonna go inside the Cafe Laurent or the Crave Inn and have a bite to eat while we explore the Nightmare 4 locations. That's where Alice would have flown through the movie screen, landed right here, and went inside as she was looking on the inside out at all the people in the movie theater. Crave Inn. But yeah, the last day is on September 27th. That's tomorrow. It's a little bit different from the movie, but essentially is the location. Just talked to which I think is the owner of this business, and he said one day he showed up and had a 90-day eviction notice saying that they had to vacate the premises in 90 days. That's all they're giving them, is 90 days for this location. Been in business for over 20-something years and just up and gone like that. I mean, I understand business is business, but you know, for a staple like this place, just be gone like that. You know, tell them that you got to get up and go. I don't know. This doesn't sit right with me, but I'm glad to be sitting here in the filming location and having a bite to eat and showing my support for local businesses. So back here in the corner, it's changed a little bit, but that area right here with the red wall, that's where the booth where Dan and his buddies would have been sitting. And the wall here on the left was kind of towards us a little bit more, but they kind of pushed it back. But yeah, in this corner is where they would have been sitting. And I'll tell this is the location because right here in the corner where that heater is sitting at in the corner, that's where the jukebox would have been. Come through these doors, Dan and his buddies. Movie history. So the scene where Alice keeps looping through her dream sequence, Dan's truck would have been parked across the street, but I think it was actually once she runs around the corner, it's weird because like the truck is on the opposite side of the street, but she would have been running around the corner here at the Crave Inn and saying, "I'll drive." Here at Debbie's house, this is in the dream sequence. Dan and Alice would have parked across the street here where this white car is at and ran across the street trying to save Debbie. Still has the bars over the windows. Hey Todd, where are we?
Well, if you don't know, we're at Kristin's house from Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Right before Rick and Alice are trying to save her from her mother, who has drugged her, thinking that she's helping her by putting her to sleep.
So yeah, the scene kind of plays out here where they're running off here to the left both of them. Of course, you know, with the movie cameras a little bit higher, but you can kind of see the sign where they're running across. And they run right up those stairs to try to go save her. But it's too late. The house that actually is standing here, right behind Todd, used to be an empty lot. And this is where the facade of the Nightmare on Elm Street house was built. This used to be an empty grass lot here. They had the house built here. But the reason why we know that this is the location, because across the street, you can see this house with the red door over here in the background. Kristin's mom then pulls up in her car and tells her to get away from the house and says, "Andale." This is the house. You would have seen the car pull up around here. And like I said, behind me would have been an empty lot, but that's where the Nightmare house would have been. Here's the somewhat precise location where Rick has his funeral. And the way you can kind of tell where it's at is by that spire that you see sticking up in the middle of the screen in the background. And they're standing between these two trees right here. You can also see the headstone Kincaid right here in the video shot. But I'll have to post a picture and show the exact precise location where you guys can find this, because it took a little while for us to line this up. I had to get this last shot before we leave here. But this building you can see in Nightmares 1, 3, and 4. You got Nancy sitting on the stairs when her mom comes up to her after the funeral. But I'll try to put the locations, the exact locations, in the vlog with maybe a topographical map on Google where you can find these locations, because it was really hard to find. Last filming location of the day. Todd, where are we?
So we are at a location here where Kristin Parker from Nightmare 4, she's about to pick up her boyfriend Rick Johnson and Alice, his sister. You can see behind me as she's cruising along, you will be able to notice that she blows through this corner.
She does blow through this corner because there is a stop sign right here. So actually, she does come around this corner here. There's a stop sign to my left, but she does turn around here. You can kind of see her looking through the rear view. You see this house in the shot, and then we come over here. There's the house right there. So you also notice when she pulls up through the driveway, the garage back there is actually behind the house. It looks like they picked up the garage and moved it to the left. Again, you can see the house is definitely a lot different than when they filmed Nightmare 4. This part right here is definitely an add-on because the house looks completely different. I'm pretty sure that the brother hops out of this window here, and there used to be an entryway right here, so it's definitely changed a lot. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for today. Nightmare 4 locations with my buddy Todd. Finally glad I got to get out and do these. I have to go back and watch the movie. I have to do my homework. I keep getting the characters' names mixed up. But see you in the next video. Just kidding. Last location I'm stopping for today. In North Hollywood, 4 Vibes Coffee in NoHo. If you haven't been here, in the North Hollywood area, I'd recommend stopping here. Cool t-shirts you could purchase. Annabelle in the corner. A lot of cool art you can purchase on the wall over here. Ghostface. Terrifier. Jason. See you in the next video.